Yeah.
Okay, here with Nikko Remigio and Valentino Daltoso, both seniors in some respect of the word. Uh, Nikko in his fourth year, Valentino in his sixth. How are you guys doing? How was day 3 of spring ball here?
It was good. We got after it, threw on the pads today, um, hit some people, so it felt good to be back out there.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with everything Val just said. It's nice to get back into the swing of football again. So it's always a good feeling.
Yeah, yeah, and you guys are getting back into learning more of Coach Musgrave's offense, which when we've talked to him a couple times here, he said he wants to take the training wheels off the offense. What does that mean to you guys?
Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, it's day 3. We already have new wrinkles and stuff that we didn't have last year. I'm sure Nikko, there's a lot of things going on, the route concepts and all that type of stuff. But especially in the run game and formations, there's a whole lot of new stuff that they're throwing at us this spring.
Yeah, and then the things that I've seen, in comparison to first day spring ball last year, we were in a very condensed formations. Like our formations, we weren't expanding the playbook as much, but we pretty much touched on all of our formations, at least one from each category of our formations on the first day. And then even as far as receivers go, just allowing us to make conversions based off coverages post snap. We have a lot more jurisdiction when it comes to that. So I'd say in comparison to last year, that's the biggest thing that I've seen so far.
Yeah, yeah, and you both are, experienced in the offense as a whole, and you're both the two of the senior leaders amongst your position groups, and you have a bunch of younger guys at your position groups. How is it kind of ushering in those younger players to the offense as you learn more?
Yeah, it's just kind of giving guys pointers here and there and making sure they're headed in the right direction. But I mean, it's really exciting to be around here. Like you can tell the talent level coming up is it's really impressive, and there's going to be a lot of young guys playing for us now and in the future too.
I think even just for me, like it keeps an edge on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like Val said, there's a lot of young talent on the offensive side of the ball and really on the whole team. So keeps me sharp, keeps me competitive, and keeps that fire lit under my butt. So it's good. It's good to see.
Yeah. I have a couple more specific questions for you guys. Val, you're going into year, I guess, 6 as a college football player. Have you graduated yet? And if so, are you in a specific program now? I know when we talked to Josh earlier, he said he's in the entrepreneurship program.
Yeah, so I graduated last spring, and I'm getting my master's in public health, which I
Oh,
started last fall.
well, congratulations on that.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
good deal, big deal, man.
Yeah.
And from what I saw on, I guess, one of the videos they released after practice 1, you're playing at right tackle as well.
Yep. Yep.
How's that, I guess, competing with a bunch of different guys there?
Yeah, honestly, I feel really comfortable on the right side. I played right tackle my all the way back my redshirt freshman year at
Mm-hmm.
Oregon. I played right tackle that first year, and it just the right side definitely feels really natural. So it feels good to be out there. I like playing tackle and be on the edge, kind of being able to use my athleticism.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Nikko, when we talked to Coach Musgrave yesterday, he mentioned, I guess, let's see, I have it right here, past concepts that fit the offense. What exactly does that mean?
Well, I think every team is different on an individual basis, and I think to generalize an offense to teams across the board, you can't do that. You have players with particular attributes that fit them and suit them better than others. So I think the things that we've been successful at, Coach Musgrave is really taking note on those things and making sure to have those be really key focuses of our offense. So like, yeah, just keying in on the things that we've been successful at and like our strengths. So like skewing the offense to fit our suitable strengths.
Yeah. Do you see anything in particular that you guys have been, strong at? Like, for instance, play action, you guys did relatively well there last year.
Mm-hmm.
Is it stuff like that?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And I guess one thing I wanted to ask is for both of you guys, who's I know it's 3 practices in, but who's one younger player who you both have seen excelling in the early going?
I'd say on the playing, I guess just like playing against we got the young guys, Ryan and Bastion, and they're doing well. I mean, offensive line's kind of a tougher one to pick up. So, they're getting the whole playbook thrown to them. But Akili and Patrick on the defensive end, kind of playing on those edges. They've shown some pretty good stuff early on.
I think from the receivers, everybody has definitely elevated from last season. I think if I were to key in on a few, Jeremiah Hunter, AD, Justin Baker would be a select few. Like Val said, I've also noticed some on the defensive side of the ball. I've been going against Colin Gamble quite a bit. So he's one that stood out as well.
Yeah. Josh Range sung his praises earlier, so he's getting it from all you guys.
Yeah.
And I guess big thing, how are you feeling going forward? You guys, let's see, it'll be Wednesday when you guys get to put the full pads on. How does it feel to kind of be back? You had the long layoff between December and January, and then getting back into strength and conditioning.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it always takes a little bit to kind of get your body adjusted, but it's really exciting. So, obviously, I'd say I'm a little sore today, but I mean, that's just what comes with it. We'll get in a rhythm by this next week.
Yeah, body's feeling it a little bit, but that's the name of the game. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're popular.
I would just say I'm really excited to get rolling again. Just with the few days that we have had to practice, the offense has a different feel to it. I think going into our second year with this offense and being familiar with the concepts and what Coach Musgrave is really looking for helps a lot. I'm excited to really dive into it and get rolling.
Yeah. And one thing I just realized I wanted to ask, you guys have a new strength and conditioning coach in Coach Johnson. How has that transition been from, Tori, who we all know him pretty well, loud, boisterous with you guys more so than anything, to Coach Johnson now?
I think it's been great. It's a little different style.
Mm-hmm. How so?
I think Coach Johnson is I guess like I don't know the word, maybe as loud maybe as Becton was, but I think everyone, I mean, since the first week is bought in, to the program and what we're trying to do from a strength and conditioning standpoint. And I think you're seeing the results show up like this week, right, when we're stepping on the field.
Yeah, I really enjoy the new staff. All of them are super cool. I'd say one of the biggest difference in styles that I've seen so far is Coach Johnson puts a bit of a more emphasis on player leadership, as far as making sure that everybody on the team is doing all the little things right. There's a lot more emphasis on the leaders of the team having to key in on that and step up into that role of ensuring that everybody's doing what they need to do to get done. So I'd say that's been the biggest thing, but I love the workouts. I've gained like 10 pounds in the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I came in a little light, and I'm at 194, 95 right now, bouncing between there. So the couple pounds that I gained is definitely different, but I'm starting to get used to it, and it feels pretty nice.
Yeah, everyone's gaining weight.
Yeah. I think Coach Wilcox said that as a team, we gained 500 pounds total. So yeah, everybody's eating right and getting strong.